What's up, fam? Welcome to the live. Camera looks kind of funny here. Welcome to the live. Happy Friday. I'll give you guys a minute or so, 30 seconds to join. It's going good over here on my end. Got some new equipment, which I'm pretty excited about. I'm working on my next video, and it's nice to use new equipment. So I'm trying to get the lighting all better, the audio better, everything. Just trying to improve. Well, not trying to. I am improving. So, hey, and so let's see. So respect your temple. What do I mean by that? Well, it's important to respect your body because, for all we know, we're here once, and it's important to eat healthy, exercise, and I'm gonna go over this all the time. No spasms, Enda. Sorry. So I'm gonna go over this a lot because it's once you start treating your body in the right manner, things start to align and work out for you, especially your health, which makes sense. Hey, Eric, what's up, man? So Um, Pretty much with the spinal cord injury, if you're not moving, you are effed. You have so many issues. It's so important to at least do something to move your body, get the blood flowing, or you're just going to have so many issues. Before I started working out, I had issues with UTIs. I got colds all the time. I mean, the list is like pretty much endless. So I coming to the realization that working out and fitness and just working out consistently has completely turned my life around, and it's still in the process of changing because I was doing so much BS that my life is still in that rolling over into the good plane or good uh, the good whatever I'm trying to say. But yeah, so important. Even if you're not injured, it doesn't matter. Fitness is number one. As humans, yeah, cut the hair off. Figured I'd shave it short, Eric, because it's so much easier, more efficient. So yeah, got a quick haircut there. Um, yeah, like I said, we only got one chance as far as we know. We're not here long. And if you ask any person that's older, they will say that time has passed by very fast. So I try to remind myself every day that we're not here long, and time is our most precious asset, and it's so important. So I'm actually going to thinking about getting a tattoo that reminds me to that at any moment we can go. So um, yeah, I kind of was in a little bit of a flow state, so I wrote down a lot of stuff, the things that I've learned over the years. Another thing is, it could be common sense, but I feel like it's necessary to remind you or um, remind people. But surround yourself with good people. It's super important because someone that's not, ambitious, not setting goals, not doing anything, they're going to bring you down. It's inevitable. You're just gonna um, just not do well with people that are not trying to do well. So it's so important, especially your friends, to surround yourself with people that are actually doing stuff and going somewhere in life because there's a lot of lazy people out there. There's a lot of losers out there. I could consider myself a loser in the past, most definitely. And it's something that I'm really trying to change because, um, like I said, we're not here long. So, um, yeah, Eric, it's so important. Just to be respectful of everything in your life and just try to do your best. It's super important. And I mean, I'm slowly seeing my life like transform into something positive because it was super negative before. Just like waking up, not wanting to do anything. I mean, it's awful to live like that. Yeah, well, thanks, Eric. I appreciate it. Yeah, I consider myself maybe a tiny bit, but I'm definitely turning that around. So I wouldn't say a full blown loser like I used to be, but I'm changing that every day. I'm trying to change that. So I appreciate it though, man. Um, and then failure. Failure is imminent. It's gonna happen. Look at it as like a lesson because uh, again, an inevitable thing is failure. You're gonna fail a bunch of times before you succeed, and it's just a learning curve. You can look at it like that. So um, yeah, I'm pretty hard on myself. I think it's necessary though if you um, haven't done good in the past and you didn't give it your all. I think it's really necessary to be hard on yourself to get where you get where you want to be. Hey Tara, how's it going? And especially if you know were just lazy before, I think it's important to do that and get places. So yeah, fitness, working out has completely saved my life. It's one of the most important things that I have done to transform my life. It's so important, and you don't have to do like fitness, a lot of the times a week. If you could just walk, or you could do something to get your blood moving. I mean, that's a start. I I was so set on working out and fitness. I used to go to a gym a couple towns over, and every day sometimes you can't get to the gym every day. So I was like, how can I solve that? Well, I could buy a machine and put it directly in my living room. So that's what I did. You can see it behind me. So that's another thing. If you um, you know, force yourself into something like putting a machine in your living room slash kitchen, it's going to motivate you, or not necessarily even motivate you, just give you a reason to, have to do that thing or have to work out. So, and then you don't need a machine. I mean, it's a little bit more difficult when you're a wheelchair user and you want to lift. It's a little bit more difficult to do push-ups and pull-ups and stuff like that. So it's good to have a machine, but you could get wrist weights and do a bunch of things with wrist weights. I've got a couple of videos that I made in the past where you could get a pretty good workout. Maybe not get very strong, but you could definitely get a good cardio workout with wrist weights. So I don't even put my own socks on and or my shoes. So I have someone help me do that in the morning. But I could make a video, show you how. I'll make one. Why not? I'll try and put my socks on. Pretty confident that I can. And I know I can put my shoes on. It just takes a little bit longer. That's why I have someone help me do it. But I'll make a video, show you how I put socks and shoes on. That'll go down on my list. Thanks for the idea. I'm always looking for ideas to make, so appreciate the suggestion there. Um, yeah, and then I talked about it before. Gut health, super important. I don't know if you knew this, but I think it's like 92% of serotonin, which is the chemical that makes you happy, is produced in your gut, which is pretty crazy. So gut health is very important. You can look it up on the internet what to do to improve your gut health, but the gut brain connection is extremely important, and they're like learning more and more on how important gut health really is. So that's why we get feelings in our stomach, and like a gut feeling. If you get a gut feeling for something, that's for a reason. Your gut is actually thinking, and there's like a direct connection to it, which is pretty amazing. So see you, Enda. Um, so yeah, get new equipment, or I got new equipment, so I'm pretty excited. That's pretty much what I wrote down for today. Just try to do better, and work on your body, because you only got one of them, and it's the vehicle that you can do things in right now. So especially if you have a spinal cord injury, like me, it's so important to treat your body correctly because um, it's going to wreak havoc down the road. I mean, in the future, there's just going to be so many issues. Um, and it's not only spinal cord injury, it's able bodied individuals too. So, um, let's see, what else did I write down here? Yeah, focus on yourself too. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing because it's going to completely distract you. That's why I think things are like celebrities are not good, things like that. I mean, of course, you can have a role model for someone that's doing good in life, but don't pay attention to every little thing that they're doing. It's just going to, steer you away from your life. I mean, most of the people that are doing that are, have a lot of issues going on in their life because there's things that they can sort out instead of paying attention to other people. That's why I think social media is extremely dangerous, especially Instagram and TikTok, which is like making people really stupid, um, unfortunately. But yeah, focus on yourself. I mean, it's as simple as that, and it is as simple as that. Just try to do better, And I talk about this a lot because I'm trying to remind myself too, and maybe I can help someone else in the process. But I need to constantly remind myself because I've been stuck in those traps too with social media. I just recently I stopped watching YouTube. Like I had an issue with spending too many hours on YouTube. A lot of it was, informative stuff, but a lot of it, some of it was just not helping me out at all. So, yeah, try to get away from social media. Actually, go outside, take a walk, jog, push a wheelchair if you are using a wheelchair. Um, yeah, Eric, TikTok is insane. It's we're in like psychological warfare right now, especially with TikTok. It is literally making people stupid. Like like it's like dropping IQs. Like it's pretty insane. Oh, what's up, Mason? How's it going, man? I'm glad you joined. Yeah, social media is definitely a tool too. I'm glad you brought that to light because you can really promote yourself with social media. If you own a business, it's excellent for advertising. And if you use social media as a positive thing, I mean, it can help you advance in life, most definitely. So, yeah, Mason, no common sense. It's unfortunate that common sense is disappearing, which it should be common, which is kind of crazy to even think about. But Mason, I wanted to congratulate you too on 9K. That's amazing. That's like a serious milestone right there. It's not easy to do, and your channel is awesome, man. It's like super informative. One of the best channels I've seen relating to spinal cord injuries. You're very good at explaining things, and just overall an awesome channel. And seems like you're making big moves. I watched your latest video. I was going to comment, but I usually don't comment on videos. But it's cool that you're putting out the newsletter and you've got the website. I mean, you're doing it all, so you're definitely going to be busy, man, for sure. So, congratulations on graduating too. It's awesome to see someone, actually, making it in life and getting somewhere in life, and in turn helping others because that's what we're all here for. So, yeah, man, that's it's pretty awesome. Um, yeah, I was even if you weren't going to show up, I was going to throw that in at the end. So I gotta sign up to your newsletter too. So I plan on doing that most definitely. So yeah, 9K, man, 9K. That's that's amazing, man. Um, I'm pretty amazed at how I watched the video where you're shooting the 12 gauge. I'm pretty amazed at how well you can handle a firearm. Obviously, you've had practice before you got injured because obviously you can see exactly what you're doing. Good aim too, but that's something I'd like to do, shoot more because I grew up on a 22 and a 30-30. I live in a small country town in Connecticut, so guns are pretty popular here. But I definitely like to shoot more. So Yeah, it's shooting is such an art, man. It's like shooting. People don't understand. It's the firearm is such a magnificent piece of equipment. It's pretty amazing that we invented like something like that. Unfortunately, it's used to kill other humans, but um, it's an amazing tool for practicing precision. It's good for eyesight. It's good for balance. It's good for so many things. So I've always been amazed at the technology of guns and how they work and where they came from to where they are now. It's some pretty amazing stuff. So, absolutely love firearms, and I definitely advocate uh, having a firearm and using one. I think it's an important thing just in human nature. So, yeah, big goals are important, man. That's I'm working on it too. But yeah, that's it. That's the attitude. You figure it out. That's how you get ahead for sure. If you don't know how to do something, you can figure it out. It's cool that we have YouTube. Like I learned building websites. I learned everything on YouTube and the internet, like all of that for building websites. That was pretty cool. Built like I don't know. It's been close to 10 websites now. So I got to check out your website too. Speaking of websites, but it's an amazing again, YouTube, it's an amazing tool, another tool there. So, um, you guys got any questions more for me? Feel free to ask. I'm gonna hop off here pretty soon, but yeah, whatever it takes is right because um, yeah, if you don't have that attitude and look at this as a challenge, you're just gonna have so many issues, and every day is just gonna seem like it's an obstacle. But just look at it as a challenge, and whatever it takes. That's a good attitude for sure. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, Eric. The Bitcoin ETF was approved. It's pretty amazing to see cryptocurrency escalating like that. Definitely going to be the future. The fiat currency is really weird right now, and it's not going to last. I'm pretty certain of that. So I'm really curious on how cryptocurrency is going to work, though. What I think they may create a new cryptocurrency that's like a worldwide cryptocurrency. Maybe they'll use Bitcoin because cryptocurrency is like a commodity now. It's like value is like way high and some is way low. So it's really interesting. I don't know if altcoins are going to even last when they decide to completely go over to digital currency. I don't know enough about it to even know what's going to happen with that. I just feel like cryptocurrency is it's definitely the future, especially with the digital age we live in right now. It only makes sense. Um, so we'll see what happens, though. Yeah, another thing you can look at, Mason, cryptocurrency. Um, that's pretty cool. That $50 is definitely going to accumulate over the years. Save your cryptocurrency too, because it's only going to get more. The value is going to go up, and we're in like this weird stage where it's gonna the value is gonna escalate like crazy within the next 5 years. So definitely save it. Don't if it goes up a little bit, don't spend it. It's so important to hold, as they say. Hold the cryptocurrency. That's my recommendation. And I'm sure if you look up anybody else about crypto, they'll say the same. Especially with alternate coins like Shiba Inu and just a bunch of alternate coins. I think it's important to hold. Yeah, it's a cool gift. Yeah, Eric, it's definitely a cool gift for sure. I love when people come up with cool ideas for Christmas gifts. And that's definitely a really cool idea. It's uh it's really cool. Um yeah, we live in an interesting time. I mean, you got to really weave and navigate the system and the digital age and what's going on right now. It's just such an interesting time. You got to be willing to, um, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, willing to do whatever it takes, as as Mason said. So, um, yeah, I think that's about it for today. Just remember to respect your temple. It's important, and when you do, your life will most definitely change for the better, and you'll be more happier. You'll find purpose, even if you don't feel like you have a purpose. Once you start treating your body respectfully, everything just seems to fall in place. So I think it's important. So yeah, that's pretty crazy, Mason. Yeah, Facebook, anything like that, it's just going to go up. Biotech, Facebook, Meta, Apple, anything digital is going to definitely be um, definitely gonna be bullish. So even if it does a little bit of fluctuation over time, 100% going to be bullish because the digital age is advancing so fast, and it's going to just go faster and faster and faster. So yeah, that is crazy. 150%. It's like Tesla, the escalation of Tesla and Apple. It's amazing how much it's been bullish and gained. So yeah, investing is an interesting thing. I've studied it a lot. I like cryptocurrency. I have a few investments, but yeah, it's something you really have to study and learn, and you can most definitely make money doing it. And if you hold over time, you definitely can accumulate um, money. So it's really cool. Another cool thing that we are witnessing right now is the um, just the way stocks are working and stuff like that. So it's a pattern. It's all a pattern. So all right, guys. Well, thank you for joining. I'm gonna end it here. Um, appreciate you coming to the live, and I'll have a video out for you Sunday, and be doing a live next Wednesday. So, congrats, Mason, again. It's really cool to see that, and stay strong, stay active, stay creative, and go help yourself, friends. See you next Wednesday. Have a good weekend too.